Okay, so I know this is a bit strange, but I just started recording. I have been completing my weekly boss run up, and this is La Signora, which is supposed to be the last weekly boss that I fought, and it turns out. Can you hear this bug? Let me give you a couple of seconds.
This is no place to loaf around.
Yep, you are right. So basically what happened? Well, unfortunately, after I defeat the boss, the freezing sound effect it just stays. It's okay. I don't know what happened. I defeated the boss like normally, like how other people would do. I mean, I survived. Nobody is dead. The burst is up. Everyone. I actually don't know what happened. Okay, I'm selecting artifact. This is what I usually do. I keep my artifact at full, even though I might look like a psychopath in comparison to other Genshin Impact players. But I don't care. This is how I play the game. All right. So about the freezing sound effect, I actually don't know what happened. This is just me playing randomly. I don't usually record games when I don't need to, and I think this is actually the first bug that I encountered since a long time ago. I think the last bug I encountered was at 2.1 update. It was the bug in an event somewhere in Liyue, right? This is new. Like, when I get closer, like I aim my camera, as you can see from that, I just rotate the camera closer to the character. I don't know if it's just me, but the audio seems to get louder. So I think the audio seems to be coming from the character itself and not from the surroundings. And even by then, I didn't get any warnings about the freezing effect or something like that. You typically would see that in the top left corner when you go to Dragon Spine, or when you go inside like the boss place. There's like question mark something, I don't even know. I think the foggy place in Tsurumi Island, and back then during the Golden Apple Archipelago, that exists as well, I think, if I remember it correctly.
Here in the flesh.
Hear it. Listen again. But when I open menus such as maps or like deleting artifact characters, some stuff like that, it's not gone. Here, okay, I teleport, right? It's still there. The sound is still there. Listen again. Okay, let me just do something real quick. Let me see how many things I can do while this bug lasts.
And shroud.
And as you expected, well, the sound is still there. Okay, I didn't know if I hit the bird. I don't think I did hit both of them. I usually just use Signora to just hit both of the birds. Or Yelan is a guarantee. Yelan Ganyu is a guarantee that you hit 2 birds. But Signora is like, I don't know if his skill will like hit because it aims at random things. I'll just take these things down here. Okay, I didn't land in the water. But there you go, that's the other fall, which confirms our theory that it just fell under the cliff. But yeah, it looks pretty. Yeah, the game seems to be working other than those freezing sound. Like, that could be kind of annoying, but I don't have anything to record right now. I really want to record just to see how much things I can do. Well, I'm actually okay. Let's just do this thing real quick because I haven't used up all of my condensed resin yet. Okay, when I come to this domain, you know what I do? Switch to Tinari. Those arrows shoot to this to hopefully kill the Shrumbo or something like that. It usually works. See, okay, if you see those meat, that means it works. There we go. Some mushrooms. And then we just go back to the domain. And there's usually that bird over there, but like not like I don't really care that much actually. Let's just take it. I think it would be nice. And you can solve as many puzzles as you want, and I don't think the sound is gonna go anywhere. This is first time to me. I don't know the correct sequence you do in order to achieve this kind of bug, or whether it should result in players getting primogems at all. That is a very good question. Let's get some primogems, because oh well, the freezing sound continues for me, a random person. And you might think this is fake or add-ons. You can, no, it's not. I assure you it's not, because the placing of the sound, even when you edit the sound in, I don't think it's gonna make that much of a perfect sound. Like, let me just tell you, okay? They do not feel like it's edited. Like, there is a depth in this kind of sound. Like, when you get closer, it sounds gets louder. When you're a bit far away, it's not as loud. There is a depth that you just don't really achieve in just editing sound in. This is a real bug, by the way. Okay, you know what? I'm actually just as confused. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Okay, let's do it one more time. There we go, leyline disorder. And I'm actually teleported right straight back to here, which is interesting. I think they started doing that in version 4.3 or 4.2. I don't remember. I think 4.3. Because if we started seeing domain designs that teleport us, that doesn't have those long bridge in the beginning, then we might be going somewhere. But here we're just gonna select artifacts, you know? This is how I do artifact, and I like quickly select artifact. Like, check which one's terrible, like, oh, that's one terrible, select that one, select, check again, which one's terrible, okay, that one's terrible, and do it over and over again, just repeat, rinse and repeat, just do that all over again. And then, I don't know, just go with the domain. And there we go. My synergy doesn't really have a synergy of such. This is a bit of a more flexible team. There is a bit of a quicken reaction or aggravate reaction. There's like Electro and Dendro combination. And the shield to keep everyone alive. And Ito. Ito works independently from Dendro. Of course, this is just in case if Dendro or Electro doesn't work, such as when you... This is an exploration team, more like a working team, or a team that is optional. So when I go into domain, I will of course pick like a team that would actually give more flexibility than a team that works in general. Because that would be very different. If I pick a team that works, or a flexible team, I would obviously prefer a healer that is, how do I say this, recyclable, which doesn't include Bennett. I know Bennett's healer, but it's not recyclable in a natural sense, or how should I define this? It's just, he just relies on his burst and whatever. That was a weird philosophy. Okay, we just completed it twice, which means I think we've just used all of our condensed resin. And yeah, the sound continues. It just doesn't stop. Let me just take those things. We just shot a bird and we didn't take it. Okay, let's go. What should we do now? We can try coming back to the domain, but I don't know if it will remove the sound. We should try it in the last attempt, because I don't want to ruin this very ear. Let me just join my own teapot, okay? So usually when you join, like, oh, it continues. Okay, I thought it will stop, because when you join like co-op, the sound shouldn't continue, right? Okay, let's look at Tabi. It's been a long time since I've claimed anything from Tabi, so don't expect much here. Trust rank, it's every character is maxed. Don't look at that. It's cursed. I know it's cursed. Don't look at that. There you go. Goodbye. And let me just actually do something useful now. Okay. There you go. I think we should do the Abyss. I know this is a really... I know this is a really weird thing, but I think we should do the Abyss, right? Okay, so a bit of a backstory. So this abyss is the first time I reached floor 12 and completed it. I mean, I didn't get, look at that, just 1 star, but at least I achieved something. I got something, right? This is the first time I actually completed floor 12. The abyss right now is very forgiving. I'll say it's really forgiving. But then again, if I didn't get 3 stars, then it really doesn't mean anything. You can't just don't do it, because I recorded my gameplay in the abyss. It's about 15 minutes, and I think 25 or 25-ish minutes. 25 minutes is spent doing the floor 9, 10, and 11, and 27 is spent doing the floor 12. Yes, I counted it myself, because you know,
Emerge.
when you do the abyss, you gotta record it
I'll uproot
sometimes,
you.
see your improvement, and
Can't see.
have evaluations of your skill or the team you use. But I don't really. I just
Not now.
okay. I just record it for the sake of
Right here.
safekeeping.
Come on
You
now.
see, the sound
Emerge.
still continues.
Let's
It's
nip
more
that in the
obstructive now
bud.
that there's so much
And
things
shout.
going on, and I have to defeat this mechanical array. But it's not that
Right
bad.
here.
I mean, with Signora in hand, just attack the enemies from far away, and you'd have no problem. This is
Emerge.
the
Right
beauty of
I hear everything.
long-range attack. You can
Can't
shoot
see.
enemies from far away, and you have no problem. And this is gonna come. It's gonna be useful later on. Trust me.
Emerge. Right now.
So far, right now, there's a really
Not now.
little problem. You see those kids from the robot. This
Everyone
one with the
move.
wording.
Emerge.
I don't know
Right
the
now.
Teyvat language or whatever. Okay, it just teleported, I think.
And trap.
Okay, just shoot up this one. I used to struggle with this boss a lot
Right
when
here,
it
right
came
now.
out. I got a farm from Aika one way or the other, right? I used to always ask for help from someone else,
Right here.
like in co-op. So
I'll uproot you.
yeah, I think it's just
One with the force.
funny to see how much improvement that I
Keep up.
Not now.
have compared to when the
Right
first
now.
time I meet it. There you go.
I hear everything. Can't see.
All right, so this boss doesn't really feel that hard anymore, as long as you have
Come on
enough protection from like all of the kids, the childrens of the robots, whatever you call it.
Let's
It should be
nip that in
fine,
the
you
bud.
know. Just attack the one with the HP bar or like the weird Teyvat text, whatever,
Right now.
and it will
Emerge.
grow up again and become one again. Just, you know, prepare your shield and dodge the attack. Dodging the attack is the easiest part of all. I mean, come on, just a couple of dodge. You don't even need to learn how to dodge. You just
Not now.
remember like what
Right
the
here.
robots do before
Show them.
it hits like that.
I'll
For
uproot
example,
you.
like it flies away or whatever. Just remember
Follow
like
the force.
those kind of traits, and you'd be good. I mean, look at that. It's already practically dead by now. Okay, just whatever. Come on. I really hate like this
Emerge.
sort of
Come on now.
circumstance when the enemy's dead but not really dead. Like, bro, just okay, good. Now this is the second half, the other side. And did you hear that? The sound freaking continues, guys. The sound will not
outta
stop.
here.
And
Out
okay,
of the way.
there's Bennett here. I don't really know. Bennett here is like a healer, but I do have a shield. But I don't know what character to put. But Goro, I think, needs 3 Geo
outta
characters,
here.
and I don't
Take
know
cover.
which is the best fit for the both characters. So I put Bennett. Bennett is there for a reason. I don't know. He's just there, I guess. But at least he helps in terms of like healing characters. He actually really help a lot,
Can't catch me.
and I think this is the best team. And as you can see, my strategy in this
Someone needs
floor and
assistance.
this enemy has already improved
in.
because I
Press the advantage.
already learned how
Steady
to
as stone.
correctly
It's showtime.
defeat this enemy.
Bam.
My strategy is that when those pillars shows up, don't be afraid of the wall. I usually be afraid of the wall because it does a lot of damage overworld, but I don't know. It does matter with it though. And then the boss will summon one of those electro pillars, and when the electro
Leave it up to
pillar,
me.
you just run from the pillar, okay? And there is no challenging that.
we go.
But when the pillar runs out, like when it disappears, that's when you can use your burst. Okay, this is okay, the pillar, right? She's summoning the pillar. You just run away. Wait until the pillar disappears, and then that's when you can use a burst. Assuming
catch up.
your burst is ready to use at that time. And she will teleport a lot, which is a problem.
Let's light
Which
it
is
up.
why you have to make sure that he stays in place. Ito's burst is one of those
Attaboy.
improvement type of burst, which means that there's no automation. If it's considered automation, then I think it'll be much harder, because if she moves around, such as the case with Ayaka's burst, it'll be a loss of damage, which is just terrible. So far, this boss is not hard. Okay, my character will probably survive anyway, so it just takes a lot of time. You just have to realize how much time is needed to defeat the boss. I know my team is not the best, and using Geo to defeat this enemy is not the best decision either, but in a short time span, I think this team just do about enough to get 1 star, right? I mean, come on, you can't just expect my account to get 9 stars at the 12th floor. I mean, when does that ever happen? I never got even close to 3 stars at the 12th floor. Come on. Okay. Yeah, it's not really that hard anymore. Just defeat this thunder manifestations, as they call it. Just that. And wait for your burst to be full again. Wait for her to summon her pillar so that your burst is not wasted. I have learned my lesson the hard way, which is why I'm gonna wait for her to summon one of those pillars before I can use my burst. Trust me, it's gonna be useful. Okay, pillar. Yep, exactly what I'm talking about. See, if I had used my burst at that time, I would have ruined it. Not like my burst is usable at that time anyway. So I think Goro here gives a lot of geo particles
Leave it all to me.
that actually will recover your burst. So Goro here again, Noelle for burst usually, or Bennett for extra boost. There you go, and use Ito and just attack. That's how you do it. Just make sure you have Goro burst, Bennett burst, and Noelle shield. Maybe that's just I will just do about it. See? Oh, okay, we're almost come on, you can't. Bro, I got an achievement, bro. What? Okay. Let me see if it continues. Chamber 2 is when challenge starts being a challenge. Okay. I think this is like when those robots started being a thing. Yeah, this big robot. I just call them how do I call them? Caterpillar robot, because it looks like one of those caterpillar machines. I hope they don't strike this video for calling it that. But yeah, that's basically it. With Signora in hand though, this is certainly not a problem. This has never been a problem, you know? Because you can shoot the robot from far away without ever worrying about anything. And that's just how it works. Wow, this team is such a blessing. And yes, it really is. Because it will do, again, as a robot, it will do one of those spin funny thing movements. And apparently every robot does that. Yep, look at those funny spinny thing movement, and look at how it never hits my character. This is just the best team synergy. Is synergy the right word? This is just the best team to use in this. I mean, yeah, the time though, yeah, we do spend a lot of time, but it could be improved. I think Nahida team would do well. And look at that, all the classic Ruin Guard, the gatekeeper of the 12th floor of the Spiral Abyss in version 1.0, like the classic enemy. Come on, it's so easy to obliterate by comparison. I mean, in comparison to any other enemies right now, that it just feels like, hey, you were king, but now you're not.
Can't see.
Like sort of thing. Like, come on, just go away. And then this robot right here. And do you know what is terrible of this robot? It spins, and when it spins, you're screwed. Well, you just have to run away. But if you're too late, then you're screwed. I've experienced it at least once. It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. You just
right here, emerge.
Yep.
I'm always watching.
Let me see. There we go. Just make sure that they don't attack you while they're spinning, because it will be really bad. Just keep watch with watch of them. See? Is one of them spinning? I don't know. Just don't get too close or get into the corner, because it'll screw you up. Trust me, that already
Let's nip
happened.
that in the bud.
Okay, no. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You are screwed when they're spinning and like, bruh,
I'm
they
sorry,
will not stop.
Professor.
Trust me. 2 characters death is okay. You just have to pay attention. Okay, there's no winning in this point, so let me just okay. I'll let you watch most of these. I mean, this is just the first half. Okay, what can I mean? Well, it's good that it's not the second
Not
half. I mean,
now.
the second half
Right
never
now, right here.
fails because we have 2 ways of protection, which is Noel Shield and Venom Healing. So
Everyone will
yeah,
be.
it's
I
never
hear
really
everything.
a problem.
Can't
So
see.
I think this is also a positive side. So when we see something
Emerge,
goes
right
wrong
here.
in the first half, then
Right now.
we can immediately restart
I see
going from the
everything.
first half instead
One
of
with the force.
doing like instead of the
Let's
thing
nip
harder
that in the
being
bud.
like the second half,
Right.
which in that point
Yeah.
we'll have to restart the whole first half.
My guiding stars. Right
Yeah,
here. Emerge.
I mean,
right here.
I understand these
Everyone
kind of
will be.
gameplay. I remember
Can't see.
by the time I play, I think Burnout something, I don't remember. It's not Burnout Revenge. I think
Come on,
Burnout has
emerge,
these Grand
right
Prix
I
type
hear
of
everything.
race. In Burnout 3 you can
Enshroud.
restart, not from the beginning, but in Burnout
Show them.
Domination, I
Right
think as like
The
they
name
like
is
to call it,
called.
if you restart from the first race. I mean, the name
Let's nip
itself
that in
is
the bud.
self-explanatory, right? It's called Grand Prix. You
Right.
start from the first place, second, third, fourth, fifth,
I
and
see
then
everything.
until it's over. You're just racing in different places.
Come
Okay,
on.
bro.
Not now.
At different times.
Right now. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
it's
right here.
kind of like that. Some people suggest like
Can't see.
restarting the abyss from second
I'll uproot
half,
you.
but like, isn't that part of the challenge? Or I mean, okay,
Emerge.
let's
Right
just
now.
comment down there, guys. Do you think that's a challenge
Right
or
here.
an annoyance more than a challenge?
Enshroud.
Because I believe that
I hear everything.
the developer should hear the player's thought. I think of it as a challenge more than
Not
an
now.
annoyance.
Emerge.
Some people might think it's an annoyance. I mean, I respect your opinion.
Can't see.
Okay,
Let's nip that
but I
in the
don't know.
bud.
I'm just doing quite well today. It's much better. Just
Right here.
spot their spinnings. Just don't get close. Okay, this team is not designed to get close. Okay,
Enshroud.
none of them are spinning right now, but they could start spinning right away. I just try to aim at their head. When you get close, you can just attack their feet. Okay, they're spinning. This is dangerous. Just keep running. Don't even try to attack. Okay, don't try. Never.
The night is cold.
Okay, when they stop like that, that's when you can
Show
start
them.
attacking.
Emerge.
I'll
That
uproot
is
you.
the safe spot. Just wait until it's over. I mean, I try to aim at their head, but it rarely stuns them. I mean, it
I
does.
see everything.
It is one of the ways you
Right
can
now.
stun them, but when I try to aim their head, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because I was in a rush,
with the
and not like
force.
it matters to me anyway. They're gonna be dead. There you go, and this is time for the second half. And this is the part where my team breaks. Not because it doesn't work, not because it's gonna be dead, but it's because they're Geo.
Steady
Geo
as stone.
with Geo will result in confusion. I mean, breaking the shield is good when you have a Geo character, but defeating those Geo Geo immune enemies with a Geo character, like, come on, it's not gonna work. I mean, it is going to take a long time, and I actually don't know what other thing to say, so I'm kind of bored doing commentary over these long gameplay. I mean, you're just defeating, come on, you're just defeating Spectres and Slimes that are immune to Geo with a Geo character. But at least Ito's teamwork at the first and third chamber, that's the highlight. But yeah, the beauty about Abyss is that replayability. You can just replay and fit your team whatever
Leave it up to
you
me.
want, so long as you can get those 3 stars for each chamber. I think that's the beauty of the Abyss. That's how Abyss should be. It's about figuring out which works and which doesn't work. But since you already know that this is not gonna turn out well, You can save your time by skipping ahead. I don't know how long it will take,
Attaboy!
but I just don't want to edit anything here. I just want to let it raw footage so that you can understand this is real. Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna say anything now. Until the next enemy appears, I'm not gonna say anything. I swear. Okay.
Can't catch me.
I must leave no.
Pull in. Attaboy! Let's roll. Bam! Advance! Let's roll!
Did you hear that? The freezing sound effect still continues, by the way. Okay, let me just
light it
defeat
up.
these enemies. I don't know if they have geo resistance. They probably do, but I don't. At this point, I don't really care.
Coming through!
What I care is that Ito will probably defeat them, and thankfully they don't have geo immune. They are not immune to geo right now, so that's a good thing. The bad thing is, I don't know. They probably have geo resistance somewhere or anywhere. I don't know, but hey, at least we have something that works.
Leave it all to me.
Okay, you're really just defeating these guys. I mean, you probably defeat these guys multiple times in that domain. Somewhere it's in the northwest of Dragon Spine. I forgot the name. But yeah, they're there. When you farm for physical damage bonus, they're just there. But yeah, that's it. Just defeat them. They don't have any downsides when you have a shield, at least. Maybe other than the fact that they are very hard to group together. I mean, they're just two. Okay, they're done. And I think, what is the next enemy? Oh, these guys. These guys are terrible when they have their shields on. See, when they have their shield on, they will do attacks that are does far more damage and are far more annoying. So my plan here is to just use Noelle to like clear them of their shields. Okay, that is the first thing I'm gonna do, because well, that's the most important thing. Just don't defeat the lava trolls. Is that the name? Summer troll? I don't even know which one is it anymore. But just don't let them have any shields. That's my tips for you. Okay, Photo Burst, Noelle, and then Ito. There you go. As long as they don't have their burst, their attack wouldn't be as annoying and as damaging, which is gonna be beneficial. Just keep that in mind. I think most players will already know, but that's how I plan to defeat them. And using Geo to break their shield, I think Claymore also works, but using like Ito's skill, that's just immediately like decrease their shield HP by a couple level, and that really helps. And they're the last batch of enemies, so you shouldn't worry about anything, really. I don't know if their shield they will have their shield again, but just defeat them as fast as they can so that they cannot repossess their shield. That's not a good idea, I think. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, well, shield and again. I don't know if I should use my burst. I mean, their HP is barely, but barely here doesn't really mean anything because, like, bro. I mean, okay, this got back their shield. Okay, this is what I find annoying, like really annoying, you know. And I probably just use Noelle to like break the shields or something like that. There we go, just like that. And then just defeat them like normal. 44-26, yep. Last number to see. Again, no star because, yeah, geo resistance plays a lot of role in me not getting the star. This is also a terrible team for that. Geo enemies, but like, okay, I'm fine. This is the Hydro Topa. the enemy you will
Right
defeat
now. Emerge.
when you want to farm for Purina. And have I ever defeated this enemy outside of the Abyss? No, absolutely not. Well, yeah, this is the second time because I already recorded the Abyss on my laptop. And I know a couple of things to do about Tulpa. When you attack far away, you are at a massive advantage because, well, his attacks are usually very close range. Look at that! They can do nothing to us.
Right now.
And there are a couple of things that I need to make sure. Just use the shield at the right time. And when the Hydro Tulpa's children, whatever, again the enemy has another children. Just use Layla's shield, which is cryo, that will probably kill the children or summons whatever, like immediately. And Tignari first also works, or like his skill like that. You just aim and then it's gone. It's fine, you'll be fine. Yaimi can also occasionally strike that, but it's a bit more unreliable in comparison to Layla or Tignari. You know where you're aiming, right? You don't really know what Layla. Okay, it just hit me. This is terrible. Okay, just be as far away and get ready for him to attack. See, this shoot. There you go, and it'll disappear anyway. Look at that. So easy. And bro, I killed my Tignari. Why? What happened? Okay, let me just restart. Okay, there's no help here. I killed my Tignari. There you go. Another restart. Again, thankfully there is some HP healing here because I don't have a healer here. I mean, I could have used Fugishinobu, but that would defeat the whole purpose of the long range anyway. Because I need to stay far away from the enemy. That is what I want with my team. So how I work is like use Layla's shield against these guys while avoid being attacked. Yeah, that does sound almost more complicated. And I just use Tignari first, skill. Just get away from this guy in general and keep in mind on his attack range. Because it's gonna get annoying. I'm telling you. There you go. As long as you stay far away, you'll be fine. There will be no problem. You just attack what's nearest. And just keep in mind about the floor. Sometimes it will appear like some sort of ring. The problem is when I use my burst and he attacks at the same time, that is that's a blind spot right there. You will not notice it, which can be a problem. Okay, see, I'm holding on to Layla's burst and just wait for like one of those summons to appear. Okay, look at that. Just attack that one, and they will be dead in no time. So easy. I mean, the success rate is high with the current team. Not with full stars, by the way. That takes a lot more. I mean, I have to upgrade my team if I want to get full stars. I'm not even close. I think, I don't know. I don't even know if I can defeat the Hydro Tulpa with 7 minutes remaining. I mean, yeah, 7 minutes remaining. But yep, it's. This current Abyss is a lot more forgiving, which is why I can do this right now. See those attacks? Just look at the floor and see the range, and then get away from that. It's a bit tricky at first since this boss is new. This is my second ever time defeating it, by the way. So yeah, just get used to it. Attack his summons again and again. You already have the advantage of being long range, and also keep in touch with the skill duration. I mean, Layla's skill will regenerate, and you need to keep in mind with that. Just remember how many seconds it takes, and constantly check. And there you go, so that your shield will still be. We will still have your shield when the enemy attacks. So. You will survive. You will definitely survive. Okay, I think Yae's just attack like the summon. Yeah, it's just Yae just attacks at random, you know. Hit a burst, even though I don't know what it does. I just use anything anyway. There we go. Yep.
Let's nip that in the
bud. It's not bad. It just takes a long time. You see, and they will do the boss will do the occasional attack like that, and it's no problem. Come on, we survived. We survived already. Okay. Right. And
right now.
do this boss in no
A
time.
sight to behold. Right
Bro.
here. Emerge.
Alright, so let's just
I
see.
hear
Come on,
everything.
Come on.
Can't see?
Okay. Oh, another achievement. Yep, got another achievement. Okay, come on. What is the last enemy? I actually forgot. Oh, it's combination.
Steady as
So,
stone.
so this is like electro. I think they introduced it back in Inazuma. So this is kind of like a new enemy,
That's a good
not
night
really
shirt.
new since 2.0 is like long time ago. So it's barely considered new anyway.
First you don't
And
succeed.
my Noel just died. Not like I care. I have Bennett. This is why I have Bennett. Bennett is like the backup. If I don't have Bennett, I will have to redo the first half, which is a problem. But I do have Bennett, so it's not really a problem.
Can't catch me.
I just hope that I can break their shield fast enough. Come on. What makes them annoying is that they have their shield. If they don't have their shield, maybe it's just much better experience. And I think which team works best here is Cryo, because you just defeat electro enemies with Cryo. I think that's what we were being told since the very beginning of the game with like the experience of the Fatui or something like that. Yeah. Well, that's it. You just, I don't know, do the exact same thing as before, because like, you just did that on the previous chamber. Okay, this is one enemy remaining. I don't know what the other two enemies are, but it probably shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be a boss enemy. I
Who wants
mean, we
some of
already
this?
faced the boss in the first half. The second, okay, let me see what enemy they are. I don't think we can do 5 minutes. Oh yeah, these two girls, I think. They will be somewhere in the Meru Desert. I've never met them in the exploration, probably because I didn't explore the desert too much. But yeah, my tips here is that attack the pet, but my auto aim just kind of ruins everything. Like, bro, sometimes it's like this, sometimes like that. My tip is just kill one. If you kill one, it's less of a problem for you. You try to even out the attack, except for the Kairaki, that's a different problem. If you don't try to even out the attack, just attack just one, and make sure that they're dead, so that there will be only the other one remaining. And it's a much better strategy. I don't know if this seems like a tight deadline for 3 minutes. I don't know if it's doable. I mean, Ito's burst is like almost okay. It's up again.
Who wants some of this?
I think we can do 3 minutes. I don't know. Okay, this probably should be easy. They don't have their pads anymore. If I use Ayaka, I will just freeze them. And this is another point for Ayaka.
Everyone,
If Ayaka can freeze them, it'll be a lot more easier. Okay, that's a. But then I think the first half also needs cryo. You know why? Because those summon things. I mean, okay, there's a lot of things. Okay, I think we can do 3 minutes. Definitely. Yeah, it's really tight, but we can do 3 minutes. There you go.
coming through.
Challenge completed. My second ever time completing the 12th floor. And would you listen at that, the freezing sound still continues. I don't even know what the hell is happening right now. I've completed the entire 12th floor of the abyss, and the sound continues. Let's just make a wish. Maybe we get the new character like Chevreuse. I don't know how to pronounce it, but CH is Sha, R is R. So Chevreuse, that's German. Chevreuse. I don't know, but yep. First character with the gun. Oh, never mind, I got her anyway. Is she really the first character with a gun? Or I don't know any other character with a gun. Yeah, I don't think there's other character with a gun. Ayato? I don't have Ayato. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, that's it, I guess. I just read a bunch of like review things. I think Chevreuse is like good with Pyro Electro only. the Nilo thing repeats again. A character where they force you to only use two elements. Didn't Goro already did that? Okay, it's a friend request, whatever. Didn't Goro already do that, like with his 3 Geo compulsory character building? I don't know. Maybe Goro it was the first character that do that, and then followed by Nilo with only Hydro Dendro.
Stop right there.
And then with Chevreuse with only Pyro Electro. I think that's it. Whatever. Let's test out. So whenever I have a character, I usually test out what they do best. The first time I wished on Ayaka was like long time ago, probably almost 3 years ago. I test her walking on the water and it works. So this time I will be testing Chevreuse by shooting those birds right over there. And oh boy, it works. I thought it will hit 3 birds. Like I have this imagination, like those things dropping, what you see from Ganyu charge attack, like they will kill all birds. Nope, it didn't happen. It seems like it was a bit late. I don't know, but the gunshot can kill birds. So that's a plus, and you just have to aim precisely just to hit the enemy. Okay, this time I managed to double kill the birds. But yeah, you can imagine like, I mean, I don't think it will replace Ganyu or Yelan anytime soon. I mean, it's just one shot. It's not like a universal AoE area of effect shot type of thing, or which Chinese call it fanwei. Yeah, it's fine though. Let's see how many mails we have. Not a single redeem code email because I slept and forgot. That was my mistake. That was my bad, okay? It was my mistake. Forgive me. But then again, okay, I remember. I think the newest event was like with Lipan and like his... I don't know. Let's just visit him. Okay, one more time. He is back. I think the last time it was like 3 point something. 3 point... Is it 2 or 3? I don't remember, but around that time. And there you go, Lipan is back. I don't know if I should record Lipan in this recording because I don't even count how long. Probably 27 minutes. I do restart, so probably 30 minutes with those things I do in the domain. I don't know, probably 40-ish something. If I do, maybe 50, whatever. So I'm just gonna stop the recording right here. Or let's just see. Okay, I didn't accidentally start, so yep. There you go. See you later. This is weird.